going down Saturday, October 23rd. Bethesda Blues and Jazz presents Brand Nubian, Smith & Wesson, live in concert. For tickets and more information, log on to Bethesda Blues, October 23rd. Brand Nubian, Smith & Wesson in the building. It's crazy. DJ.
Came out the, fresh out the, rose out the slums where you die for a piece so you survive off the crumbs. You know the gods, we rise with the sun. Made a lot before the light hit the side that it spun. I spin the planet on my finger like a globetrotter. Abracadabra, coke lock with the cold water. Part of my lower self, flashbacks to older self. Airing out the kitchen, no alarm, I'm a new to smell. I was on a block all along, I was used to hell. In hindsight, all of us was wrong, but who could tell? Sino sent Willie on a mission, now we sitting for life. Now what's the kite if you don't know what to write? Blame Clayton for the strikes, Bob Barker made a killing. Only sat for 3 years, I can't say I know the feeling. My heart hurt for the children that was born with open wounds that don't know they need healing.
He was a man intellectual. The man was wise. And a wise man doesn't speak much. He lets his truth speak for him.
The perfect cleanse and reboot for a healthy immune system. 100% natural. Miracle Food is suitable for all ages. Get your Miracle Food today.
Oh, you know what?
What?
I was meaning to ask you this, man. What was your take on Jermaine, Dupree, and Diddy? I know you saw it.
Yeah, that would be a nice little
Well, before you go into if they actually do the actual verses between Jermaine and Diddy, before you get into your prediction on that, if that happens, I want your take on what happened on that on Fat Joe's IG Live when they were going back and forth, and Diddy was like, "Play something, play a record," and Diddy was playing all his joints in his backyard.
I ain't see all that. So I can't even comment on. I might have seen a little piece. Mm-hmm. It was just, when Jermaine
Diddy smashed them.
I wrote my joints though. He was like, I'm in the shit as a writer, like, you know what I mean? Like, he tried to let Diddy know, like, nigga, you don't write them shits. Like, he's like, I write the songs that I fuck with. Like,
well, let me just say, Diddy made him look bad because even all of Atlanta was telling JD, play one record. He wouldn't play one record. His thing was he wanted Diddy to sign the contract and let's meet at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta and let's do it official. Diddy was like, this is hip hop. On some hip hop stuff, somebody challenge you. You don't say, let's wait to do this. He was just playing records, throwing at him, left and right.
What that might have been. First of all, he's doing this on Fat Joe's platform. Fat Joe's is signed to Revolt. All of that fucking content right then could have been used on Revolt. You see what I'm saying? Like, that would have been a win for Diddy. Diddy could have tried to sucker him into a free fucking verses in that moment. Trying to talk about, oh, it's for the culture and all this type of shit. Like, this is hip hop and all. Nah, nigga, I know what you're trying to do, nigga. Revolt is your shit, and you're trying to fucking get me to work for free right now. Like, nope, not gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like, not gonna do it. I'm not fucking stupid. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you're not gonna pull one of those fucking moves on me. Like, you know what I mean? Some niggas would have went for it. You know what I mean? Some niggas would have went for it. Got all hyped up. Oh yeah, and now
got in their bag.
man, now they got a whole versus. Other niggas got cut out. Triller got cut out. Everybody else got cut out. He got a whole versus battle that he could put up on Revolt. You know what I mean? And do whatever the fuck he want with it. Right. In that moment. Because your dumb ass got all emotional in that moment. You got to think before you move, man. This shit is chess, not checkers, baby.
What stood out to me, man, was hilarious when he said, "What you gonna do? What you gonna do when I drop Victory? That'll be the first record I drop on you is Victory. What you gonna do then?" And Victory is a hot record.
But hold up. Let's not get stupid now. Let's not forget Jermaine Dupree when he was on his roll. See, a lot of people forget, man, just like when R. Kelly, we might forget R. Kelly was going crazy. Yo, Jermaine Dupree, this nigga had a lot of fucking hits, and I'm not talking just his songs. I'm talking just like, because Victory is not Puff's song per se, but he didn't even really produce it. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's Puff.
No, Victory is Puff's song. That was on his album. That was the first song with Busta on his album. Busta and Biggie.
I guess that is his.
That's his first record that came on. That was his off of Puff Daddy and the Family.
It's
Puffy will smash JD, man.
Yo, I'm saying it's not going to be no walk in the park. I'll tell you that. Like, they both got a lot of joints. Both got a lot of joints. And that nigga JD, like, he got chambers that Diddy might not could go into. Like, he'll fuck around and play some super slow Mariah Carey type of shit. You know what I mean? Like,
but that's when Puffy said he's gonna play Mary J. Blige. He had an answer for that. 112.
Okay.
Total. Faith Evans.
Yeah. Okay.
Carl Thomas.
Hey.
People forgetting Carl Thomas. Faith Evans.
Listen, you sound like a real.
I'm just saying.
Sound like you cheated.
What I'm getting at. No. Do you not think? Do you think that because he's pushing for he wants to battle Dre?
A lot of fucking hits.
Do you think that would be a better matchup?
Here's the thing. I don't like that the people that he's going against are people that actually like push buttons and shit like that. And he's necessarily not known for that. But no, Dre is a good one too. I mean, think about it. It was Death Row and Bad Boy. That was the battle. That was that's why motherfuckers got hurt and all of that type of shit. That would make a lot of sense. But I could see JD and Puffy being a good one too. Like, that would be a good one too.
Yeah, I know you didn't. You said you didn't watch the whole Fat Joe show, but Snoop was in the building, and he already told Diddy to his face, "You're not getting Dre. Dre's not even messing with the verses. He's got a whole nother thing that he's trying to do. He's not messing with the verses."
Right. Well, there it is.
Yep.
No verses for you. For you and Dre. So then you're gonna have to, if that's the case, you might have to settle for
Jermaine Dupree.
Yeah. Well, Jermaine.
PD versus JD. Yep. All right, yeah.
I could see it. They both got a lot of hits. I don't even have a prediction. I mean,
no, sounds like you're leaning towards Jermaine Dupree.
No, I'm not leaning towards Jermaine Dupree. I just want people to recognize that this motherfucker got joints. Like, don't sleep on him. Don't act like it's just gonna be a runaway in the fucking park. Like, this nigga got, come on, with the Ferrari, a Jaguar, switch a 4-lane, money and the thing. That shit crazy right there. Fucking walk up to Atlanta with a plate. Like, that nigga got some shit, bro. His brat shit, fucking like He got a lot of fucking shit. What's this shit?
Yeah.
Some of them remixes for them R&B groups and all. Man, this nigga, I'm telling you. I
Diddy
mean,
was trolling him. He said, "What are you gonna do? You're gonna throw some crisscross records at me?
I know. See, now that's where it
I'm
goes.
gonna smash you when you throw them crisscross records at me."
Jump. It's supposed to make you
You're gonna throw some? You're gonna throw some little Bow Wow my way?
Yo, that is funny. Nah, listen, to keep it 100, I mean, Diddy is from New York. You do got to kind of go with the home team and all that. I mean, he do got the more shit that I would fuck with, Biggie and all that type of shit. Like, of course, I would think that Diddy would win. I'm just saying, don't sleep on Jermaine Dupree. This nigga got mad hits, and y'all, I think we forget sometimes some of the runs that certain people had. He was one of them niggas that had a run. He had a long run.
Yeah. I'm not denying that he didn't have a long run, but when we look at, how Versus is, we got to look at that cultural impact as well. I'm just not sure. Do you think?
And okay, I'm glad you said that, because cultural impact is important. And that's definitely where JD probably lacked. Was the cultural impact. It seemed culturally, JD was always following a trend. JD was always like right on the heels of a trend. Like Crisscross was kind of was naughty by nature, just in a little kids group. You know what I mean? He styled them all after Naughty by Nature. The Brat was supposed to be like a female Snoop. You understand what I'm saying? Even little Bow Wow, all that type of shit. And he even styled some of the shit musically. So he was not the whereas Snoop and them was cultural icons. They're the ones that made people like Jermaine and them put those high pitched sounds in their music, and you know what I mean. Jermaine was never the type that, like, even the way Snoop would dress with the braids and people would start to dress like that. Nobody that ever was dressing like Jermaine Dupree. You know what I mean? Like no one ever stylistically I feel like did anything that Jermaine Dupree was doing. If anything, he was doing what other people did. He got braids when other people got braids, and you know what I mean? I remember he used to have a jerry curl back in the days when other people had jerry curls. So musically his shit was cutting edge, but it's not like a Jay-Z where if Jay-Z put on a throwback jersey, niggas is rocking throwbacks. Then when he put on a fucking button up, niggas is wearing button ups. Like he never had that impact. Whereas Puffy did have an impact like that. Like Puffy literally had Sean John. He literally had a fucking
he styled Jodeci. Remember with the short sets and the high tech boots?
Yes. And that was something that other people ended up copying. So culturally, he did make a bigger impact. As I could see that, and that's where JD lacks, and that's something that has to be considered whatever artist you dealing with. Like, did they have what was the cultural impact?
Cultural impact, yeah.
Thank you for that. That was good.
Yeah.